The reason for my case, Your Honor, is because she has allowed our 15-year-old son to marry his 21-year-old babysitter.
15?
Yes, Your Honor.
His 21-year-old babysitter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that true, Ms. Taft?
Yes, it is.
With conviction, she stated it. So, how did you find this out? What happened?
Through my son. Now, I spend a lot of time with my son 4+ times per month. He comes and stays with me in the summer. And this came up over a recent phone call of where he said he was getting married to his fiancée. I chuckled, thinking it was some type of a joke, and he was dead serious. And before I could get over to the state of New Hampshire and stop this, they went ahead and got married there by a judge of the peace.
Where do you live?
I live in Vermont, Burlington.
Okay. And so you heard this from your son, not from his mother?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Taft, I have to ask you, a decision like this, you don't include the child's father in it?
No, I did not, because he only comes 4 times a month, and I felt it was, if
Four
he wanted...
times a month from another state?
Yes.
That's like once a week.
Well, still, he wasn't a part of his life, really. Only to come for his occasional thing. He gave me over full custody.
So you have physical custody?
I have physical
Primary
custody of
physical
my
custody.
son. Correct.
But the father still travels 4 times a month to
Right.
see your son.
Right.
And it is your assertion in this courtroom that he's not a part of his life.
Yes.
Continue.
My expectation was that I thought that we would be together, and in the meantime, so I could work and run my errands, I had to hire a sitter to watch my son. And
So
I
are
feel
you
like
upset about the relationship, or that you had to hire a sitter?
more that I didn't have more help.
So you're really upset, you say he wasn't there enough, because I'm like, for a father that lives out of the state, once a week is pretty good. Your point is the day-to-day raising of a child,
Correct.
You were doing alone. You didn't appreciate that. That's why you hired the babysitter.
Exactly.
And who was this babysitter you hired?
I hired Carol, and she's lovely. She's been with me for a few years now.
Carol, who's now your daughter-in-law?
Yes.
Carol, who's also had a pattern of behavior of potentially preying on younger people.
And what is this pattern of behavior?
Well, my private investigator, who I hired out of Burlington, did a lot of research on my daughter-in-law and brought to me some interesting evidence that she's had a pattern of where she's been fired from different daycares and babysitting jobs because she's had improper relationships. She has boundary issues.
And where is that information? Did you submit it in your file?
It's not there, Your Honor, but I certainly can get it to you.
He never told me.
You never told me about him getting married. You're not supposed to know about my work in protecting our son.
So wait a minute. You say he never told you about what he found out about the babysitter?
Correct.
But did he know about the babysitter? Did he know
He
that?
knew I had the babysitter, but he didn't tell me anything about a private investigator or her background.
Didn't know about the babysitter, didn't know about the babysitter marrying Mitchell. You kept all that private until our son told me.
All right. So I'm not understanding why a serious life event like this is not required sharing amongst co-parents. What would lead you to believe that you could allow, how old is your son? How old was he when he got married?
15.
What would lead you to believe that you would allow a 15-year-old child to get married when his father comes once a week, but never share that with his father?
Because his father and I do not get along. He's controlling, and he's just jealous.
You like taking my money. You like the
Jealous
child
of
support.
what?
He's just jealous of our son
You haven't
and
had a
our
man
relationship.
in 13 years. You haven't had a
That
boyfriend. Why am I jealous
has
of anything?
absolutely nothing.
I saw their relationship taking off. It happened over time.
A 15-year-old with a 21-year-old?
My son would have done it anyway, with or without me. They're in love. They're so happy together.
You're nodding your head. Please stand up. I want to hear from you.
Your Honor,
Mitch.
I'm in love with Carol. I have a certificate thing that says that this is real, and I have pictures. I'm in love with her. My dad's just trying to ruin it because he's just embarrassed that his love
I'm
couldn't
trying to
last.
protect you. You can't even afford a family. You don't have a job. You don't have a license. You couldn't go to war for this country. Yet you want a wife and children? Give me a break.
I'm almost 16, Dad. I'm going to get a job.
16, you're still 2 years away from legal consent.
I'm going to get a job.
And then you tell me after it happens.
So you signed the consent without his knowledge?
Yes.
You
I
live
did,
in New
Your Honor.
Hampshire.
Yes.
I'm looking at New Hampshire law now.
Mm-hmm.
In that state, the legal marriage age with parental consent is 14 years old for males and 13-year-old for females.
Mm-hmm.
Without parental consent, it's 18 years old.
Yes.
Wow. And as I was reading through these laws, I was going to act like I was just so surprised, but there are many states that still have archaic laws that allow minors to get married with parental consent. And so I want to talk about this relationship, Mitch, and hear from you. Carol was supposed to be your babysitter. Mm-hmm. How and when did this turn into you all having a romantic relationship?
Well, Your Honor, when I was 13, my mom hired Carol. She would go on to run errands and go to her job, and Carol and I that would be our bonding time. She would let me do things that my mom wouldn't let me do. She'd let me stay up past my bedtime, play lots of video games, eat anything I want. And then Carol said that I could do anything I wanted because I'm different than other boys. I'm a true boy. I'm a man. I can make my own decisions.
This sounds sick, but go ahead.
My friends back at school, they're not allowed to date until they're 18. But Carol said that I can date whatever age I want. So
when did Carol get jurisdiction to decide this?
Well, my wife saw how mature I was, so we both...
And where is Carol?
She's really busy with work, and she can't be here. And it just
She's not babysitting somebody else, is she?
She might, Your Honor.
Your Honor, it just pains her that she can't be here, because she just loves me. That's what she's been telling me this whole time. I don't see why we have to have this. I don't get it. I don't understand, Dad. Why can't you just trust me?
Carol's not trustworthy. Neither's your mother, and they've set you up for failure.
Miss Taft, if I hired a 21-year-old to watch my 15-year-old son, and it turned into a romantic relationship, I don't even understand what I would do to keep my composure. I want to understand from you, what is it about this relationship that you thought was okay?
I just saw the love that they had for each other, and he's always been...
But your son is just 15 years old.
I know, but he acts way more mature.
He doesn't. He acts like he's 8. I was just listening to him testify.
He's very mature for his age.